love what you find at Total Wine and More. There's so much waiting for you.
With the lowest prices for over 30 years, find what you love only at Total Wine and More. Drink responsibly, B21.
Progressive presents a testimonial of sorts.
Hey, slow down!
Oh, yeah? Well, you drive like my grandma. She's a very attentive and courteous driver who wears a seatbelt and always uses her turn signals. She's also a talented painter and has very low cholesterol. Not that that has anything to do with her driving, just thought a more complete picture of who she is might be interesting. Anyway, have a nice day.
Safe driver? Get Snapshot from Progressive and get a personalized rate based on how you drive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Snapshot not available in California or from all agents. Surcharge possible for unsafe driving.
From the pages of the Elgin newspapers of 100 years ago today, these are the headlines brought to you by the Elgin History Museum.
This is Linda Rock sharing newspaper stories from 100 years ago, November 24th, 1925. Elgin Police Department's police dog kennel is to be started at once with the purchase of 2 canines, it was reported in police headquarters today. The police dogs will be assigned to 2 members of the merchant police who will keep them at their homes. The other 4 dogs will be added in the future, it is stated. City Park officials were given a scare yesterday when 3 of the 5 young swans born at Lord's Park last summer flew away during the last few weeks. The swans had been kept in an enclosure in the east side of the park. Since they were never seen flying, their wings were not clipped. A search before daylight this morning found 2 of them on the Fox River, south of the Kerber packing house. Harry Cooper, better known by the
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast, brought to you by Hot Hands, America's favorite hand warmers. Today, areas of fog between 9 a.m. and 10 a.m., then a slight chance of rain. Mostly cloudy with a high near 48. Tonight, a chance of rain before 1 a.m., then rain likely and areas of fog. Cloudy with a low around 44. Currently, it is 42 and overcast. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
The holidays are back at Starbucks, so share the season with a peppermint mocha. Starbucks signature espresso, velvety mocha, and cool peppermint notes, topped with whipped cream and dark chocolate curls. Together is the best place to be at Starbucks.
Find what you love and love what you find at Total Wine and More. There's so much waiting for you.
With the lowest prices for over 30 years, find what you love only at Total Wine and More. Drink responsibly, B21.
Firearms are the #1 cause of death among kids, but we know that healthcare workers can make a huge difference. This is why prevention is absolutely critical. It starts with listening to the community, leaning in on those conversations to better inform what is the approach that you want to take. You are the champions for change. You can be the catalyst for integrating firearm injury prevention strategies into your practice and really benefiting your community. Let's agree to agree that we all have a role to play in ending this crisis.
Did you get a call or message that mentioned Social Security that made you feel threatened or scared? That is not the Social Security Administration. Social Security will not threaten you, press you for personal information, or demand instant payment. Social Security does not accept payments by gift card, prepaid debit card, internet currency, or by mailing cash. Criminals use these forms of payment because they are hard to trace. Don't fall for it. Hang up, ignore them. Report this criminal activity to oig.ssa.gov.
Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Welcome into the WRMN News. I'm Dennis Green. On the stories today, a man injured after a Metro train strikes a vehicle in Arlington Heights. Police say 2 killed in a domestic-related shooting at Aurora Restaurant. And it's all of our responsibility, says a Woodfield area children's organization helping kids for 46 years. High of today is 49 with a low of 45. Tomorrow we've got rain with a high of 52 and a low of 32. And Wednesday we've got a high of 35 with that sun peeking out with a low of 24. Thursday we've got a high of 31 still with that mostly cloud coverage with a low way into the 20s. Lottery numbers for Sunday, November 23rd. Here are the results. Midday pick 3 came in at 799 with an 8 on the end. And the midday pick 4 came in at 6346 with a 9 on the end there. Evening pick 3, 730 with a 0 on the end. And the evening pick 4, 6122 with a 0. Midday lucky came in at 15, 23, 27, 30, and 39. And the evening lucky day, 1, 7, 29, 33, and 41. Monday's lotto is going to end up being 7.7 million, and the Monday Powerball 654 million, where Mega Millions is sitting at 70 million. Good luck. Remember, you have up to 1 year to claim. The Arlington Heights Design Commission has awarded its 9th annual Alan F. Bodbick Award for excellence in architectural design to the Zitter-Gruen residence, 624 North Haddo Avenue, and Chase Bank, 585 East Palatine Road. The awards are intended to promote and celebrate outstanding architectural design contributions and are awarded each year to one single-family project and one commercial or multifamily project. It is named after Allen F. Bodbick, a founding member of the commission who passed away in 2016. Visit VAH.com to find out more information. And staying in Arlington Heights before we leave for the commercial break, a man injured after a Metro train strikes a vehicle in Arlington Heights. A Metro train crashed into a vehicle Saturday evening in Arlington Heights, sending a man to the hospital with injuries. Metro officials said the vehicle was blocking the tracks at the Arlington Heights road crossing at about 6:30 p.m. when it was struck by an outbound Union Pacific Northwest line train. The collision disrupted rail service for at least 2 hours, officials said. A man was in the vehicle at the time of the crash and was transported to Advocate Lutheran General Hospital in Park Ridge, officials said. His condition was not immediately available Sunday. No passengers on the train were injured, and the train was undamaged, according to Metro officials. Metro Police have not issued citations at this time. When we come back, we'll talk about some of our headline stories about how a Woodfield area children's organization that's been helping kids for 46 years say it's all of our responsibility. And police say 2 killed in a domestic-related shooting at an Aurora restaurant. Come back, we've got more WRMN news coming up after this.
Everyone needs to take care of their mental health, even running back Bijan Robinson.
When I'm on the field and feeling the pressure, I usually just take a deep breath. When I'm just breathing and seeing what's in front of me, everything just slows down. It just makes me feel great before I run the play.
Just like Bijan, we all need a strong mental game on and off the field. Make a game plan for your mental health at loveyourmindplaybook.org.
Love your mind.
Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Foundation, the Arthur M. Blank Family Foundation, and the Ad Council.
The Supplemental Security Income Program provides monthly payments to help meet basic needs, like putting food on the table, paying the rent, or buying new shoes for growing feet. You may qualify if your income and financial resources are low, and you are 65 or older, or an adult or child with a disability or who is blind. Call 1-800-772-1213 or go to ssa.gov/SSI to start to apply. Produced by Social Security at U.S. taxpayer expense.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line.
But my throat has officially thrown in the towel.
Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. They're max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast.
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
Welcome to WRMN, your trusted voice in the Fox River Valley for over 75 years. We bring you fact-based news, good faith discussions, and entertainment that brings people together. From national headlines to local stories, WRMN is your home for thoughtful dialogue and community engagement. No matter the time of day, where you're listening from, or who you are always welcome here. Thanks for making us a part of your day. This is the Talk of the Town, WRMN. Welcome back to the WRMN News. My name is Dennis Green. Police say 2 were killed in a domestic-related shooting at an Aurora restaurant. 2 people, including the suspect shooter, are dead after a shooting at an Aurora restaurant Saturday night, police said. According to Aurora police, officers responded at 9:10 p.m. to multiple 911 calls about shots fired at Two Brothers Roundhouse, 205 North Broadway. Officers arrived to find 3 shooting victims and performed life-saving measures until Aurora Fire Department paramedics transported 2 people to area hospitals. A woman later was pronounced dead at a hospital, while a man is in critical condition, police said. Another man believed to be the shooter was pronounced dead at the scene, according to police. Police said the 3 individuals knew each other and there is no threat to the community. Police said in a news release, this shooting appears to be a domestic violence-related incident. Authorities did not immediately identify the shooting victims. The Kane County Coroner's Office will be conducting autopsies of those killed and confirm identities for release at a later time, said police. Aurora Police Chief Matt Thomas said, "Our hearts are heavy tonight. Members of our community were senselessly shot while simply trying to enjoy a night out, and our entire city feels the weight of that violence." On behalf of the Aurora Police Department, I want the victims and their families to know we are standing with you and doing everything we can to make sure you have answers, he continued. Charity Benivelli, whose band Beyond the Blonde was performing at Two Brothers when the shooting occurred, said the crowd was having a good time before she heard a loud noise she initially believed was a falling object. She heard it a second time and recognized it as a gunshot. Then she went down to the floor. She said, "I started shimmying off to the side because I didn't know where the shooter was. I wanted to make sure I wasn't at a point where I was right in the middle." As soon as the shots stopped, Benivelli made her way out to the door, crouching as she left. She said everybody was kind of coming together and hugging outside. It's crazy feeling going from everyone just having a good time, smiling, laughing, dancing, and then all of a sudden it's absolute fear, she added. Two Brothers Roundhouse management said in a statement they are profoundly saddened by the violence that occurred. They went on to say, "Our thoughts and prayers go out to everyone affected by this tragedy. The safety, comfort, and well-being of our guests, staff, and community remain our highest priorities," the statement read. It continued, We appreciate the compassion, patience, and understanding shown by our guests and community during this difficult moment. Longtime customer Lola Smith said events like Saturday night, quote, can happen anywhere. We're living in a crazy society, she said Sunday. Smith added, you can't just lock yourself up and stay in. You just can't stop living. Anyone with information about the shooting is asked to call Aurora Police Department Investigations Division at 630-256-5500. Anonymous tips can be submitted to the Aurora Area Crime Stoppers at 630-892-1000 or online at p3tips.com/135. One person was airlifted to a hospital with serious injuries early Sunday after a vehicle crashed into a tree in Huntley, authorities said. Huntley Fire Protection District crews called at 12:58 a.m. to Seaman Road south of Church Road arrived to find heavily damaged vehicle with one person trapped inside. Due to the severity of the crash and the condition of the vehicle, fire crews upgraded the response for an extraction. Emergency crews responded with an ambulance and 2 fire trucks, along with a battalion chief. Firefighters and paramedics removed the occupant, who then was taken by LifeNet medical helicopter to Advocate Condale Medical Center in Libertyville. The McHenry County Sheriff's Office is investigating the crash. When we come back, we'll talk about a Lake County toy drive, and a home tour opens up for the Naperville Garden Club's annual Cup of Cheer home tours. Stick around, we've got more WRMN news coming up after this.
Welcome to downtown Elgin, where businesses, community, and creativity come together. The Downtown Neighborhood Association provides valuable, complimentary services to all downtown businesses, organizations, property owners, and residents, helping you gain exposure and thrive. Whether you're already part of the district or exploring a new downtown location, DNA is here to help your vision grow. Join us in creating a vibrant, connected, and successful downtown Elgin. Call now 847-488-1456, or you can email info@downtownelgin.com. Ask for Jennifer Facala. Downtown Neighborhood Association, where the heart of business beats strong.
Businesses come in all shapes and sizes. Integrity doesn't. For more than a century, the Better Business Bureau has set the standards for how businesses should operate honestly and ethically. So when you're looking for a business you can trust, check to see who's BBB accredited and who isn't. Always choose the Better Business. Look for the BBB seal because it's looking out for you. That's why it's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
There's a price war in the insurance business, and you may be paying too much. Call the Term Lifeline right now and see if you can save 40%. $500,000 plans and up, that's our specialty. Even great smokers' rates. Protect your family today. Call the Term Lifeline right now for a free quote. 866-509-TERM. 866-509-TERM. 866-509-TERM.
Welcome back to the WRMN News. Ken's Auto Center in Geneva reminds all drivers, when you take to the road this holiday season, remember to take along those 3 C's of safety. That's caution, courtesy, and above all, a little common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. This reminder was brought to you by Ken's Auto Center at 501 Edison Street in Geneva, serving the area with expertise for years. Go with the name you can trust and call Ken's Auto Center at 630-232-9800. Wishing everyone listening a happy holiday. We head on over to Lake County. 2 state lawmakers are organizing a toy drive to benefit the Mano a Mano Family Resource Center, a nonprofit organization that provides resources for immigrant families in Lake County. Donations can be dropped off at the office of State Rep Laura Favre Diaz, 10 North Lake Street, Suite 102, Grays Lake, and the office of Senator Mary L.D. Allen, 10 North Lake Street, Suite 112, Grays Lake. People are encouraged to donate new unwrapped toys for boys and girls of all ages. The toy drive will wrap up on December 1st. The Naperville Garden Club's annual Cup of Cheer home tour, Holiday Market and Tea, returns from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Friday, December 5th. Tickets are $45. The preview day is 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Thursday, December 4th for $60. It features 4 homes showcasing festive holiday decor and a tea with homemade cookies and beverages. Each ticket guest receives a commemorative teacup and saucer or mug with a new pattern introduced each year. Tickets available at napervillegardenclub.org. Online tickets for Friday are on sale until noon, December 3rd. Proceeds support the club's community programs, scholarships, civic beautification projects, and educational initiatives. We head over to our neck of the woods here in Elgin, where a new boutique hotel could be coming to downtown. A new boutique hotel could soon be checking in to downtown Elgin. The Elgin City Council gave unanimous preliminary approval Wednesday for a redevelopment agreement with Chicago Realty Ventures Incorporated that would help convert the top 2 floors of the 3-story McBride building along Douglas Avenue from mostly vacant offices to a 26-room boutique hotel. Councilmember Corey Dixon said, "This is something that we've been waiting for very, very long time, decades even, in our downtown. We really look forward to making it a success." The Elgin House will have 12 rooms on the 2nd floor and 14 on the 3rd. The hotel lobby and a small cafe will occupy the 2 northern ground floor spaces, which are currently vacant. Fat Cat Custom Guitar and Repair and State Farm will remain in the southern 2 ground floor spaces. The total cost for redevelopment is $4.3 million. As part of its agreement with Chicago Realty Ventures, Elgin would provide $1.2 million in development assistance from the Central Area TIF. The agreement also waives all development-related fees and provides fast-track building permit review. The city has the right to terminate the redevelopment agreement if specific construction time frames are not met. The 3-story Queen Anne-style building was built for the McBride brothers in 1889. It was added to the National Register of Historic Places in 2014. Amon Marion, president of Chicago Realty, purchased the building in October 2024 from Cummings Holdings, LLC, purchased the building in October 2024 and has purchased it as redeveloping numerous other downtown buildings in the past few years. Chicago-based Artria Hotels will be joint owner of the hotel and provide management assistance training, oversight, analysis, and input regarding sales and marketing. First-year room rates are expected to average $132 a night. Owners anticipate the annual occupancy rate of 68%, with the highest occupancy on weekends. Chicago Realty anticipates that the project will take 14 months to finish. Read more about it on the Daily Herald, written by Rick West and posted here recently. Great pictures of that corner, and we will have more updates considering they're just down the street from the station. I want to remind you again that Ken's Auto Center in Geneva would like to help remind all drivers, when you take to the road this holiday season, remember to take along those 3 C's of safety. That's caution, courtesy, and above all, a little common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. This reminder was brought to you by Ken's Auto Center at 501 Edison Street in Geneva, serving the area with expertise for years. Go with a name you can trust and call Ken's Auto Center at 630-232-9800. Wishing everyone listening happy holidays. We've got more WRMN news coming up right after the bottom of the hour, local news and weather. We'll see you on the other side.
I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley. This update brought to you by Hot Hands. St. Charles officials are warning residents about fake Facebook events circulating online with incorrect details about this year's holiday homecoming and electric Christmas parade. The real celebration happens the weekend after Thanksgiving, Friday, November 28th and Saturday the 29th, with the parade stepping off at 5:30 Saturday night. The Business Alliance says to look for official hosts, their correct downtown address, and a link to the True Holiday Homecoming website. All events are free, require no ticket, and there's no live stream. Residents can find verified details on the city's website and the Alliance's social media pages. Naperville's Planning and Zoning Commission has voted 8-1 to approve a conditional use permit for a 211,000 square foot Caris Critical Data Center at the former Lucent campus. The proposal, now headed to the City Council, has drawn strong pushback from residents worried about noise, air pollution, and property values. An online petition has gathered more than 3,700 signatures opposing the project. A nonprofit serving people with severe developmental disabilities is taking Illinois to court, saying the state wrongly blocked its plan to build a cluster of new homes in Elgin. Markland argues the Department of Human Services used arbitrary rules to deny a waiver that would allow several small community-based homes to be built side by side. State officials say Markland hasn't yet operated even one such home under its provisional license. The lawsuit filed in Kane County highlights ongoing challenges in creating neighborhood integrated housing for people with disabilities. AT&T will begin installing new fiber lines in mid-December in Geneva's Fisher Farm subdivision. City officials say crews will work in existing utility easements along streets including Williamsburg, Fisher, Border, Fieldstone, and Nelson Drives. Workers will not enter homes, but residents should expect construction noise and are asked to mark sprinklers and electric fences. The work should wrap up by late February, with AT&T pulling fiber through July. Landscaping will be restored afterward, but residents won't be reimbursed for doing their own repairs. I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley.
Workdays can be unpredictable, but your workwear shouldn't be. With the Cintas Apparel Plus program, you'll have freshly laundered garments for everyone on your team delivered every week. Cintas has workwear for just about any job imaginable, with high-performance fabrics and an uncompromising fit that stretches and moves with you. Don't leave looking and feeling good to chance. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
When it comes to orthopedic and spine surgery, Prime Healthcare St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin leads the way. Recognized by U.S. News and World Report as a high performer across multiple surgery types, we offer advanced and minimally invasive procedures supported by state-of-the-art imaging technology. Our expert surgeons and compassionate care teams are here to help you move, heal, and live better every step of the way. St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin, exceptional care close to home.
Do you owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes? Are you being audited or investigated? Has the IRS sent you a letter demanding payment? You may not owe what they claim. Make this free call to the tax doctor now. Let them negotiate with the IRS on your behalf.
800-234-0316. 800-234-0316. That's 800-234-0316.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast, brought to you by Rain-X, America's #1 wiper blade. Today, a slight chance of rain after 4 p.m., cloudy with a high near 48. Gusty winds up to 20 miles per hour. Tonight, rain likely with areas of fog. Cloudy with a low around 44. Tomorrow, areas of drizzle and fog in the morning. Currently, it is 45 and overcast. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
At Bank of America, we asked our teammates, what makes this company a great place to work?
There's very little that you can't accomplish working for Bank of America.
If you prove yourself, you can try over in a totally new way.
You can learn so much here. You're the owner of your career.
See how our teammates are growing in their careers at bankofamerica.com/great place to work. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America, proud to be an equal opportunity employer.
WRMN News Hour. It's all of our responsibility, says Woodfield Area Children's Organization, helping kids for 46 years. When Schaumburg area business owners gathered in 1979 to establish a charitable organization, they had one stated goal: let's try to help some kids. And the Woodfield Area's Children's Organization was born. It is one of the 5 charities set to receive grants through the Daily Herald Robert R. McCormick Foundation's 5th annual Neighbors in Need fundraising campaign. As part of a partnership, the McCormick Foundation contributes 50 cents for every dollar readers donate to the fund. Bill Benedict, president of the organization, whose motto is, "You never stand so tall as when you kneel to help a child," said, "Our mission is to create positive childhood memories and provide basic needs for children living at or below poverty level." Last Friday, in collaboration with Jewel Osco, volunteers gathered for Waco's partnering with Pallets Thanksgiving Drive to deliver food and needy families. It is one of several events Waco members participate in throughout the year. In the fall, they provide youngsters with backpacks and school supplies. In the winter, they collect coats, hats, mittens, and boots for an annual clothing drive. Benedict said, We're known as the Essentials Charity. We ask the agencies, what do you need? How can we help? To that end, Waco partners with the Children's Advocacy Center of North and Northwest Cook County, Children's Home and Aid, Schaumburg Township Elementary District 54, Foundation Food for Thought Program, and others. Among Waco's signature initiatives is its annual holiday shopping excursion held at Walmart over 2 Saturdays in December, where up to 800 children ages 3 to 5 shop for gifts for themselves, their siblings, and their parents. They're welcomed by Santa Claus, who arrives on a fire truck, and they're assisted by high school volunteers, some of whom participated in the program themselves when they were younger, Benedict said. It's the only time you'll see high school kids up at 6 a.m. on a Saturday morning, he jokes. Since 1993, when Waco's incorporated as a nonprofit, more than 18,000 children have participated in the shopping trip, Benedict said. Waco Director Glenn Villano said, in many cases, these are the only gifts they'll receive from a charity organization over the holidays. A lot of people don't recognize that there is an active need every day for these type of support programs. Kirsten Ford, Project Director for Early Childhood Development Enrichment Center and Family Involving Nutrient Development and Prevention Initiative, has worked with Waco for 32 years and says its members are responsive to community needs. She said they ask about what our families need instead of saying, this is what we have for you. Case in point, during the COVID pandemic, client families needed hand sanitizer, antibacterial spray, and other cleaning supplies. Waco supplied them, she said. They've also provided car seats, diapers, and wipes to families. Years ago, Ford and her colleagues remarked that children needed backpacks that teachers can fill with creative activities for students to do at home. Waco stepped up and made the backpack giveaway an annual event about a month ago. A toy manufacturer donated domino and color matching games through one of the Waco's members, according to Ford, who says she's most excited about providing children with the items they needed to, quote, build their brains. Waco helps us do that, she said. It's all part of the mission, said Villano. It's all of our responsibility to help our neighbors, he said. To donate to Neighbors in Need, visit thedailyherald.com/neighbors. We'll be right back with more WRMN NewsHour after this. Get ready, Lily Lake. The holiday magic is back with the second annual Christmas tree lighting happening Friday, December 5th at 5 p.m. at the heart of the village. Bring the whole family to enjoy hot drinks, local food and crafts, cozy heated tents, and yes, a special visit from Santa Claus himself. It's a winter wonderland celebration hosted by your very own village of Lily Lake, where holiday spirit comes alive beneath the glow of the village Christmas tree. Don't miss the lights, the laughter, and the joy. That's Friday, December 5th at 5 p.m. For more info, visit villageoflilylake.org or call 360-365-9677. The Village of Lily Lake is lighting up the season, and you're invited.
Hi, Hi, this is Sue with Newman's Corner Pub in Hampshire, Illinois. Are you looking for the perfect hangout spot? Swing by Newman's Corner Pub right at the corner of 72 and State Street in Hampshire. Enjoy fantastic drinks, live music, and a fun crowd that makes every visit special. Test your luck with our hot slots and our Queen of Hearts drawing every Saturday at 3 p.m. Challenge your friends to darts or pool while you're here. Newman's Corner Pub, where every day feels like a weekend. Visit us at Route 72 and State Street in Hampshire. That's Newman's Corner Pub, your new favorite spot.
When you're high, you feel different. You think different, you talk different, you draw different, you listen to music different, but you probably knew that. Problem is, you also drive different, and not in a good way. That's why driving high is illegal everywhere. So if you're high, just don't drive. Make a plan to get a sober ride. Because if you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Back to the WRMN News Hour. I'm Dennis Green. Find more information over at WRMN. That's WRMN1410.com. Thanks for listening to WRMN 1410 on that AM dial. Or perhaps you're over on your smart speaker. Just say, hey, smart speaker, play WRMN 1410. Or head on over to YouTube, where every single news hour is posted over there at youtube.com. You can find us at WRMN Radio. A fire leaves Naperville apartment building uninhabitable. No one was injured after a fire was reported to the Naperville Fire Department at 9:15 a.m. on Sunday. Firefighters located the fire in the attic of the apartment building and worked to put it out while evacuating residents in the building. The fire was brought under control and declared extinguished at 9:40 a.m., and there are no reported injuries. However, the Naperville Transportation Engineering and Development Team declared 2 of the building's 8 units to be uninhabitable. Damage is estimated to exceed $20,000, and 3 adults were displaced as a result of the incident. The fire was determined to be accidental. We head over to Hoffman Estates, where they will be collecting holiday lights for recycling. I know I hate pulling out a bad batch of lights and try to string them up. So if you find some of those, the Village of Hoffman Estates wants to help residents keep non-working holiday lights out of landfills by recycling them for free this season. The lights can be brought to the special drop boxes at Village Hall in 1900 Hassel Road in Hoffman Estates starting December 1st. The Holiday Light Recycling Program, made possible through a partnership between the village and the Solid Waste Agency of Northern Cook County, runs through January 30th. We head on over to Barrington Hills, where a $6.5 million mansion might be a bargain, considering the vacant Barrington Hills mansion has been on the market for nearly 2 decades. The average Joe might not consider $6.5 million a bargain price, but however, a 22,000 square foot estate in Barrington Hills, once listed for $17 million, is available at that markedly reduced price and has added benefit of having never been occupied, despite being more than 20 years old. The mansion at 344 Old Sutton Road sits on a spacious 14.4 acres and is a dream home waiting to happen. The listing agent says it was purchased by the Forsyth Building Fund in 2003 for $1.85 million, according to records. Gerald Forsyth is a chairman and CEO of Indec Companies and also has carved out a formidable presence as an owner of the motorsports field. Listing agent Greg Bernadette said the home was first put on the market around 2007. It was purchased as an investment property, and the buyer never intended to live there. Bernadette said when the home initially went on market, it was a much higher price point. Then, obviously, the late 2007, 2008, we ran into a bit of a housing and financial crisis, which definitely made the selling environment more difficult for homes in this price range. The listing price steadily tumbled as the property passed through the hands of different agents. Now the seller is much more motivated, Bernadette said. Quote, "You would be very hard-pressed to find something with this kind of square footage on this type of lot, with this type of architecture, and certainly the cost of land and labor and materials. I don't think anybody would be able to build something of this size anywhere near the current asking price." The estate's most recent property tax bill was listed as $94,512 a year, according to Cook County records. With a view of Goose Lake, the house has 7 bedrooms and 12 bathrooms, 8 full and 4 half baths. The master bedroom has a sitting room, spacious walk-in closet, and bathroom on the second floor. There are 4 other bedrooms on the second floor, and family members or guests can also enjoy a generously sized bedroom on the main floor. There's a private in-law suite or maid's quarters featuring a separate living area with the estate's 7th bedroom, as well as kitchen and laundry. An elevator serves all levels. The house has a steam room, sauna, outdoor pool and spa, wine cellar, and a professional-style movie theater. There's also a 6-car garage. Bernadette said there are really just a lot of options, whether you're a multi-generational family or a family that is fortunate enough to have live-in staff. The buyer would have the ability to use the outlot space as well, he added. He said, "We have had potential buyers look at the property who have considered putting it in a barn for horses or additional garage space for a car collection." Read more about it and see some of the amazing pictures over at the Daily Herald. That's dailyherald.com. When we come back, we've got just a little bit more news before we close out the WRMN News Hour. Stick around. I'm Dennis Green. We'll all be back after this.
Children are the greatest joy and our best hope for a better future. Friends, they are the future. But did you know that millions of kids right here in our own backyard are facing hunger every day? Without healthy food, it's harder to grow, to thrive, to feel their best.
The impact when children don't have enough to eat is tremendous because when you're hungry and your basic needs aren't being met, you cannot learn.
Every child deserves to be fed. This is a problem we know how to solve. Food is not just food. It's energy, health, confidence, hope, and even love. Yes, love.
Breakfast in the classroom contributes to kids being more focused, which leads to higher grades, and simply just their well-being.
Thank you! Learn more about how No Kid Hungry is helping end child hunger in America at helpnokidhungry.org.
There's a price war in the insurance business, and you may be paying too much. Call the Term Lifeline right now and see if you can save 40%. $500,000 plans and up, that's our specialty. Even great smokers' rates. Protect your family today. Call the Term Lifeline right now for a free quote. 866-509-TERM. 866-509-TERM. 866-509-TERM.
There's danger out there. It lurks on highways and quiet neighborhood streets. It's more likely to kill you than a shark and more terrifying than the biggest snake. Distracted driving claims lives every day. Every notification, swipe, social post, video, or selfie while driving risks your life. So while you might think public speaking or the zombie apocalypse is scary, what's really terrifying and even deadly is distracted driving. Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to the WRMN News Hour. I'm Dennis Green. Be sure to follow us over at YouTube. Go to youtube.com. You can find us at WRMN Radio. Also, go to WRMN1410.com. You'll be able to find our full show schedule, how to listen live in multiple different places, how to see our video on demand and audio on demand podcasts, and also contribute to some of our holiday happenings here in the area. We end our hour with Cook County tax delays expose Illinois worsening business environment. Cook County's proposed tax system is way behind schedule again. The second installment tax bills just mailed November 14th and due December 15th, nearly 4 months late and just in time for the holidays. As details emerge, they show reasons for concern. Chicago and Cook County's tax bases are eroding. The cost of the government keeps climbing. The biggest weak points is the business sector. Commercial property values in the Loop fell by 7.2% during the past year. The taxes their owners will pay dropped by more than $129 million. Illinois' property tax system is built to satisfy what governments want, not what taxpayers can afford. When commercial contributions shrink, residential taxpayers automatically pick up the difference. That's what is happening now. Homeowners are seeing the biggest property tax increase in 30 years as residential property tax bills in Chicago jumped 16.7%, or $469.4 million. This came even in the wake of Chicago City Council's unanimous vote last year against a proposal to raise property taxes by $300 million. The shift is part of a long-running pattern in Cook County businesses. In Cook County, businesses face some of the highest commercial property tax rates in the nation, more than double the average of large U.S. cities. Chicago's high commercial property taxes result in fewer businesses and job opportunities across the region, ultimately hurting workers and homeowners. And it gets worse as state and city lawmakers keep increasing the cost of doing business through tax hikes and erroneous mandates. Once vacancy on the Central Business District recently reached a high record of 28%. Cook County Treasurer Marina Pappas said, "When the Loop gets a cold, the rest of the city gets pneumonia." High property taxes plague all of Cook County, not just Chicago. If the city is failing, that trickles out towards the suburbs. If Chicago can't carry its share of county taxes, suburban residents and businesses must shoulder more. Some suburbs have seen devastating spirals as businesses flee and tax rates skyrocket for those left behind. Take Ford Heights, once a transportation and industrial hub, now with residential and commercial property tax increases ranked among the top 10 nationwide as of 2020. The burden has helped drive out remaining manufacturers, hollowing out the local tax base and pushing even more costs onto those who stay. The Cook County Treasurer's 2023 analysis found in the south and southwest suburbs about 4% of the tax burden shifted from businesses to homeowners, illustrating how quickly communities can unravel when commercial taxpayers disappear. All the while, the cost of government and the debt taxpayers are accountable for keeps going up. Spending in the city of Chicago's budget rose 2 times faster than most other major cities since 2019. If leaders want to ease property taxes for residents, they need a stable, growing commercial base. Without it, every delay, every borrowing decision, and every policy that drives employers away eventually shows up in the homeowner's mailbox. Read more over at the Daily Herald under the business section. Thanks for listening to the WRMN News Hour. I'll be back tomorrow with more. Stick around for more great WRMN programming coming up after this.
Looking to buy or sell a home in Chicagoland? Need trusted legal help with real estate, evictions, or estate planning? Turn to